Your powers are weak, old man.
You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Oh my goodness. Hey, more brothers. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I saw this on Tareen Rain's channel. I'll put the link in the description, and I went to the Daily Mail, and there it is. An iconic day with an iconic person. Billy Porter will appear on the new season of Sesame Street, where he'll rewear his iconic Oscars dress. Sesame Street has revealed that one of the celebrity guest stars for its upcoming 51st season will be Pose star Billy Porter. What's more, he will be using the opportunity to recycle one of the most memorable red carpet looks, the velvet tuxedo gown and jacket by designer Christian Serrano that he wore to the 2019 Oscars. Isn't it enough that Elmo is gay? And I don't have any issue with LGBTQ. I really don't. And I think that adults should be able to do whatever with their bodies that they will. I don't have an issue with it. I shouldn't beat up or harass or talk about or mistreat anybody for whatever persuasion that they feel that they need to be or whatever gender that they need to be. I think that adults should be able to handle that. I think I draw the line at children. I think children should be brought up in a standard way, in my opinion. I think that they shouldn't have their minds impressed upon which direction that they should go or which direction they should be. If it's natural for them, when they hit puberty, it'll show up. And if they want to come out at 14, 15 years old, and that's what they want to do, it is what it is, okay? You take the slings and arrows for your decision. And I think that it should be organic like that. I don't think it should be pushed on the airwaves, especially in an educational setting like Sesame Street. I know that the alphabet community wants to be normal. I said, I get that. And they want to be accepted. I get that. But you don't want to unnecessarily set people up for a life of struggle. Say if a child wasn't that way, it wasn't going to be that way, but got indoctrinated and stumbled into this lifestyle, and then, for the rest of their lives, they have to struggle with this issue when they could have just been quote unquote normal, whatever that is, or something more acceptable to the vast majority of people, because the trans community is very small. This alphabet community is very small. And I think people that are really drawn toward that lifestyle have a hard enough time. So I understand the need for acceptance, the need to be validated, but I don't think it should come at the expense of children. And I think that coming and wearing a tuxedo dress on Sesame Street is a little over the top, and I don't think it should be allowed. I know that social cues may not mean very much to adults, because adults have the brain and the experience to actually differentiate between the social cue and the person. But children, from my experience, don't have that. And anything out of place will be pointed out for children, such as hair. We don't think it's a big deal for a child to have long hair. It's just hair, right? But for a child, it's a social cue. Because as a child, there's very few things differentiating between boys and girls. And we always emphasize the difference between boys and girls when it's advantageous to the girl. But I don't think the society's ready to rewrite all its rules as far as how it comports gender or sex. I don't think society's ready for men and women sharing the same bathroom. We already have way too much Me Too, sexual harassment, invasion of privacy, all this kind of stuff, where we are going in two different directions. You want the society locked down who are safe for women, where you have the genders separated in a sense, but you want them to blend it at the same time. It doesn't make sense. And this doesn't make sense. Not to me. I think this is over the top. I think there's a line that should be drawn. I mean, there has to be a line that should be drawn. It has to be established. And I had hoped, once gay marriage passed, that the people that wanted to be newly inside the normal ring would actually establish a new guideline. But they may be incapable of establishing a new guideline. I think they're more about testing boundaries than establishing boundaries. And a society, whether we like it or not, needs boundaries. You can't want protection or normalcy or something like that for society while you're constantly breaking down those boundaries and barriers. At some point, you're going to have to set up rules that the society can live by. And you can't drag along the vast majority of people for the sake of a few. Otherwise, you're going to get a reaction and a backlash that will not be pretty. And it's happened before. But I think we should rethink some of this. I think we should limit this kind of stuff to adults. I think if Billy Porter wants to wear a tuxedo gown at the Oscars or the Grammys or wherever he wants to wear it, I think that's acceptable because that's adult behavior. Those are adults. They can evaluate it. I don't think it belongs on Sesame Street. Red carpet's fine. Sesame Street, I don't think is good. I know if Sesame Street did it and allowed that kind of stuff, I wouldn't allow my kids to watch it. There's already that rumor about Bert and Ernie, okay? Okay, there's already that rumor about Bert and Ernie being roommates. And it's going to actually get worse with Billy Porter. And then on top of that, Billy Porter gave a State of the Union address. So this, like I say, 2020 is going to get real bizarre. It already has. But anyway, just wanted to drop this real quick because it was actually, it's one of those oh no moments, like that, oh no, hell no, y'all done up and done it. With that, I'm going to jump off here. This is BGS out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.